Why did you decide to grow it organically?
To preserve Mother Earth, to save destruction, to minimize destruction. Hopefully, we can help in every little thing that we do.
This is coffee. This is coffee. This is coffee.
And go.
This is coffee. In the 1800s, the Philippines was the fourth biggest exporter of coffee around the world. And in the late 1800s, the coffee rust pandemic happened and they lost a bunch of their coffee. But it doesn't mean we can't come back from that, and we should be one of the top exporters of coffee. Pre-colonial Philippines wasn't a lawless wilderness, it was a sophisticated hierarchy. At the top were the Maginoo, the nobility, and the Datu, which are the chiefs, and below them were the Timawa and the warrior freemen. But in this world of coffee, specifically the bold Liberica, we call it Barako, was more than just a drink. It was a diplomatic tool. When a Datu hosted the envoy from a neighboring tribe, so when visitors came, they engaged in pahuai, the sacred rest. Over a cup of heavy, dark brew, the lines between Maginoo and the Timawa, it was a peacemaker's brew. We call it getting coffee. For most, it's a transaction, a quick exchange for a currency for a chemical spark to ignite the workday. This is the coffee of the system of scale. Now, what is the system of scale? It's efficient, it's predictable, and it's massive. And to be fair, that system keeps our modern world moving. But in its drive for volume, it created a byproduct, a faceless funnel. The funnel is a logistical machine that doesn't have time for stories. It takes the unique soul-filled harvest of small batch farmers and pours it into an anonymous sea of beans. All right, guys, did you know that the Philippines consumes 170,000 tons of coffee a year, but they only produce 35 tons? So, supply and demand. We should be selling this for more money here, but yet the farmers actually get pennies on the peso. This year, the global specialty coffee market is valued at $185 billion, with a B, not an M, billion dollars, and is growing at double the rate of traditional markets, meaning the demand of specialty beans and specialty coffees are skyrocketing. Consumers are waking up. In fact, 82% of coffee drinkers now state that they're willing to pay a premium for ethically sourced, sustainable beans. That's a lot of beans. Today we are looking past the convenience. We are bypassing the funnel to find the original Filipino seed. Welcome to Buenaventura Farms. This is a family heritage farm. This is actually the name of the mother of the owner. Come and join us as we learn and explore coffee. How many years did it take to prepare the land? And then the seedlings, where did you get it from?
We bought the seedlings
you
from
bought the
Davao.
seed. Okay.
Oh, yes.
So there wasn't an
brought it
assistance
here.
program? No assistance program from the DA, nothing like that? So
We
this-
we didn't have coffee here.
Wow.
No coffee.
So you're one of the first
Yes.
pioneers here in Bohol?
Oh, yes.
Wow. So this is a heritage farm, meaning coffee has been around. The Philippines actually, not too long ago, was number 4 in production in the world. And now we are down to 29. We are down to the last ones. While other countries use coffee to really platform their people, the Philippines,
Vietnam and Indonesia.
Vietnam, Indonesia,
And even China.
yeah, the Philippines have taken from their people. Most people assume the price of the coffee is determined by how much work the farmer puts in. I wish that was true, but that is a myth. Most coffee is traded on the sea market, a global stock exchange where coffee is treated no differently than oil, gold, or wheat. It has become a commodity. In the system of scale, coffee must be interchangeable. They make it easy for a giant corporation to buy millions of tons at once. The coffee has to be standardized. It all gets blended the same. It all has to be very consistent. This is where the Faceless funnel does its work. It strips away the identity of every farm and turns it into one giant commodity of just beans.
Sa una na 2009 minamunigi kuan
Kasugod.
mga ulitaw may kaban ni sa una. Ni minjo uban karon lolo nang pilambok na ulitaw na minjo mo kasi kanang kaban na. Awa ko may alamag pag kinaunan. Si Joker man tong anak tutura may katudlog. Manginin jo. Bahin na ng punuan na ng kape na pruning. Jo maga guano, maga butang og mga fertilizer. Wa dugo-dugo lagi pod.
Kuya from Buenaventura, the main farm in Bohol, hundreds if not 1,000 trees. He knows pretty much, you can probably name them. He spends all year watching the rain, tending the soil, and hand picking only the cherries that have turned perfect, deep crimson, deep red, ready to pick color. In his hands, he is holding his family's future, his daughter's tuition, the repairs on his roof, his pride. This is how they make money. But when he sells to a faceless funnel, this big conglomerate, all that care vanishes. His liquid gold is mixed with millions of other beans until just a commodity grade is developed. To the system, Kuya is invisible. To this funnel, this big giant demand, his name is a number on a sack. The industry gets its demand, but Kuya is lost. He loses his voice. But what if your morning cup wasn't just fuel? What if it was a conversation with Kuya? And so you have about 4,000 trees?
Yes.
And you're still planting more?
Planting, yes.
So how long does it take from planting to be able to
planting,
harvest?
It will start fruiting about 3 to 4 years. 3 years.
So you have 4 years of costs before you even have a single peso from the sale.
Yeah, even when the peso comes in, it's not that enough to cover the cost.
Why did you decide to grow it organically?
To preserve Mother Earth. To save destruction. To minimize destruction. Hopefully we can help in every little thing that we do.
Look at this, guys. Look at this. Doc is in her 70s, yet she still runs the farm. The true essence of a Filipino is their hard work ethic, their resilience. This is an example of dedication. You can just hear it in her voice, where and tears in her eyes of the passion, the pain, the hope, and we can't let the hope fade away. So what inspires you, Doc? Because there's the reality that you're still a doctor. You should be retired, but you're still working.
I have to earn.
Yeah, because the farm isn't producing enough to cover all the workers, but yet you still are inspired to keep the farmers. So
I cannot see them left in hunger. My parents were of the same attitude as I have, feeding the people.
yeah,
Thing.
and you saw the responsibility that they took.
Yes,
That's amazing.
that we cannot just think about ourselves.
I still cannot believe that they picked these one by one. Can you imagine hundreds of thousands of beans one by one, selectively chosen because they want a certain color, a certain ripeness, and they have to make sure that they're not damaging the green beans. And unique thing about this farm is the inconsistent rainfall. When it rains, some beans ripen faster than the others, and blooming, you can actually have a ripened bean on the same plant that's having new flowers. Wild. Welcome to the Philippines. At every step of this journey, the bean is mixed with others. Like Guya's beans, the permaculture grown cherries are dumped into a truck with beans grown on a sun-blasted chemical-dependent plantation because the system needs volume. By that time, the coffee reaches a port, it is stripped of its origin. It's no longer Bohol heritage or founded or single origin. It's simply graded to Arabica or whatever type of beans it is. Because the beans are now anonymous, the farmer has zero leverage. They're buying, the middlemen and the traders are buying and pretty much mixing it all together. Guya can't say, my beans are healthier or my beans are from a permaculture farm because the system has already ground his identity away. He is forced to accept the C price, which is often lower than the actual cost of growing the coffee. Like, this is a game of volume. This is the identity grinder. Like, it just grinds out the identity. The system of scale isn't evil. It's not, it's just indifferent. It prioritizes the standard cup of coffee over the sovereign farmer. The volume and those consistent cups are more important than the story and sometimes the origin of where it came from. But we refuse that funnel. We don't want to standardize coffee. We want the unique, non-interchangeable truth of a single farm. We are moving coffee from the stock exchange back to the estate and the land and the farm and the people, planet and prosperity.
Magnaot pugog mo lambo pa na sa sunod mga katuigang moabot arong napatay trabaho ba nakahatag og mga kuha kay mag sweldo ray magapalit untag mga buwad ginamos
damit mo dadala mga equipment mga dalian di mano tanan at time dali
kanang makina nga pangpanit sa kape dali nang mo processing ba po.
The truth is, Nestle came in and said, we want to start these projects, encourage people to grow, realized there was too much inconsistency because of weather, rain, terrain, and they decided to leave these projects, which left these farms unattended or without a buyer. We solve the inconsistency trap by integration. We take these diverse small batch harvests and curate them into one world-class single origin coffee from Bohol. Instead of hiding the differences, we celebrate the complexity of the whole island. We're building a sovereignty that hasn't existed since the time of Datu, or way back in the days when there was specific villages that used this for their tradition. All right, so you might think that this is just a regular forest just because of the way it looks. You've got banana trees, coconut trees, intercropped trees, malunggay, you've got a bunch of stuff all in one place. But
It
this
serves as protection also for the coffee.
So so coffee usually grows well in shade. So this is intercropping. So you've got some higher trees, the banana trees, coconut trees that give shade. And it also is a protection against storms and weather, just because these berries can definitely fall off once strong winds hit. This is actually a permaculture type of farm where the intercropping and also the nutrients in the soil is shared. It's not super cleared. There's a bunch of stuff, so this is a lot more natural. To understand why coffee at Buenaventura Farms is different, you have to understand the difference between medication and resilience. Now, what does that mean, medication and resilience? So pretty much in an industrial plantation, trees are treated like patients in a sterile ward, meaning they're just sprayed with chemicals to keep the bugs off, but also they are pumped with synthetic nitrogen and sprayed with fungicides to keep them upright. Much like a person who becomes a little dependent on medicine, it is fragile, and the beans in it produce are nutritionally quiet. They have a different nutritional factor to it. Now look at these trees at Buenaventura. They grow in a permaculture forest. Now this is a very unique farm. This isn't a safe ward, it's a living, breathing arena. These trees face pests, leaf rust, and infections every day. But here's the secret: because they aren't medicated by chemicals, they are forced to produce their own internal defense. When you drink this coffee, you're consuming that resilience. These antioxidants, forged in the struggle of the forest, travel from the bean to your brain. They act as a cleanser, hunting down free radicals and reducing oxidative stress in your cells. The industrial bean gives you a jittery spike because it has no biological depth. You only get the caffeine spike. In Buenaventura beans, they give you a steady, grounded focus because you are literally drinking from the tree's own strength with this immune system. It's the difference between a body that needs a pill to function or one that is built to thrive in the wild. This is definitely not your typical monocrop farming where you're spraying and controlling the environment. This is more working with the environment and doing what you can to mitigate any infestations and problems that you have. So lots of care and heart just to make sure that the land is not stripped of itself, but that we respect the land and we respect the process of nature. We may not be able to put the politicians in jail, but we want to come to farms like yours and other farms that we're working here locally and other producers here locally in the Philippines and bring and highlight. We do something called asset-based community development. Asset-based means like, where is the value? Like if it's an asset, there's value in it. So we try to find the highest value. So what we're trying to do at Isla Eden is we're gonna work with farms, and once you get the FDA approval here, we can do a packaging center and try to share the costs on FDA approval. We also want to kind of figure out, what production, what's the best, highest quality of your specialty coffee, and then match it with the market. And then for us, we can hopefully be able to buy at a wholesale cost from you that keeps you consistently predictable. So we're trying to fill any gaps that farms have. And if you win, I win, and then the community wins. We hope to have programs that go back and help the farmers. We're gonna take the risk to buy it from you, pay you up front, and then we'll figure out how to sell it. That's what we're committed to do, and I hope that...
no harm in trying.
Yeah, no harm in trying, and we might get pushback at the port, we might get...
Yeah, yes.
So now, we won't know until we try.
Yes.
And what better place for this restoration, and the island has a name, is Bohol. Bohol is the first and only UNESCO Global Geopark in the Philippines. This status isn't just a plaque on a wall, it's a global recognition of the unique geological heritage. For years, Bohol has focused on tourism, showing the world chocolate hills, our shores and beautiful beaches, and our little primate, the tarsier. But tourism is only one leg of a stable stool. The missing focus is farming, literally. Most people are tied to that, or I should say a large majority of people are tied to farming or agriculture. Our mission is to protect these existing guardians, these trees that have been planted. By valuing the beans that the big markets reject, we give farmers a reason to tend to these living monuments. This is how the Philippines enters the larger marketplace, not by trying to outproduce the industry giants and compete head-to-head with industrial crops with hollow seeds, but by offering the world the history in a cup. These heritage trees carry the genetic memory of our dominance when the Philippines was once a leader of the coffee industry. When you protect them, you aren't just farming, you're performing an act of historical restoration. You are holding the thread that connected the 1740s, when the first trees were planted, to the future of the archipelago. So how many other coffee farms do you know of here in Bohol?
There's a lot because most of them are up
Small
north,
time.
but small
Small-time
farmers,
farmers, coffee
just like
farmers.
backyard farmers.
But it was already forgotten. The one in Duero. Oh. They were so very tall. Oh.
So is there a consolidator to help the
I
farmers,
think
or is there?
they're back to tending their coffee trees.
Okay.
Wala naman.
Very recently.
Yeah. Would you ever help collect and just kind of process for them?
Mom, that's why.
We
that's
did.
why
We did
tried.
until 2019 came.
Oh, then the pandemic. But then after the pandemic,
No more.
no more?
I have no money to buy.
Can we start that again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, one step at a time.
Mona.
Yeah. Join us at Isla Eden Natural as we support the small batch sovereign, invest in the soil in Bohol, stop buying the output of the funnel, and start honoring the work of the hands. This is one of the first coffee farms in Bohol, and it started
Yes.
with the right legacy to preserve the land, to help the
Preserve the
people.
land.
It's the most
Yes.
important values, and I think people will taste the coffee and feel the passion through it.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping our hope alive.
Join the project, value the original, return back to the source. We're launching the Isla Eden Naturals project. Later in this month, you'll be able to join the membership, and for a small investment, you'll be able to experience and receive the goods that we're developing here, right here on the island, straight to your doorsteps. We're launching first in the US, and we want to thank you for all the partners that are helping us. We want to thank the government. Yes, the government. We know that there's a lot of corruption going on, but there are those who do care. And we want to thank our farm partners for joining us on this journey. Pretty much join forces with the people, protect the planet, and bring prosperity to all the hands that are involved.